There's my pretty. All right, so we'll start with the duplicates. Taylor, do yours.
All right. Well, started off with Jurassic World.
Woo! All the same one.
Yeah, Well, I mean, I got the lunchbox edition technically. So I'm stupid, and I spent $5 extra on that. But I believe we went through Jurassic World a few months ago when it came out.
Yeah,
right?
we did talk about it for quite a while.
Yeah, so I'm not really gonna go into details on it.
Did you like it better or worse the second time you watched it?
I haven't watched it a second time.
Neither have I.
I didn't like it as much, but just because the ending is so fantastical. So
Yeah, the ending's a bit ridiculous.
I still love the Raptors, but whatever.
Yeah. You want me to continue with?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Go with the Disney re-release of Aladdin, which we all bought on Blu-ray.
No one got the Best Buy one?
No.
Oh,
What
I
was the
saw
Best
it.
Buy one?
It's what do they call it?
Holographic.
Lenticular.
Okay.
That's the word they use on YouTube. But it's like genie coming out of the lamp. It was actually pretty sweet. I almost was upset that I got this one, but this one's still sweet.
I bought it from Walmart. I matched it for the twice price. Because
Yeah.
Taylor.
So go with Mad Max.
I got the Steelbook.
Oh, dude, let me see that.
I went cheap.
Put it up in the. Boom. Look at Tom Hardy's face. Beautiful. I was actually surprised they didn't fall out. I was like totally expecting them.
Was Fury Road one that we talked about too in one of our earlier ones?
I think we did. I think one of the first ones we did because it was right after we all went and saw it.
Yeah, because I feel like I remember talking about it, but I mean it's really enjoyable and probably the best. I would consider it probably the best Mad Max.
Yeah.
But,
we're doing next Avengers.
Yep.
Also Steelbook.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Damon
Just
is just beating me out here. That is because
Ultron on the back.
Yeah. Family Video does not carry Steelbooks.
No.
And I can get that I got mine for $8.
So, yeah, mine was 20, but I mean, $20 for a Steelbook is not.
It's
a brand new Steelbook is not terrible.
It's not terrible.
It doesn't. It's not as cool as. There's one of them that actually pops out and stuff, but this one does a little bit.
Yeah. There's some. Target has a lot of those Steelbooks that have that kind of pop out style. And then my last duplicate is Tomorrowland. Film that I really enjoyed. I'm going with it.
Yeah, you do it this time.
Yeah. So
you got the slit though.
Yeah, I did.
Just you gotta one up me at every turn.
Slightly better every time.
How'd you like it?
I thought it was pretty good. It was a bit preachy. A bit, we have to save the world, let's get together and be good people. And it was like, it was...
See,
I liked George Clooney's act, and just George Clooney in general is it's cool.
Well, I understand the preachy nature of it, like we have to save the world and that. I like more of the message of you should never stop working or never stop building or inventing. That's more of the thing that I got out of it, is never stop creating without hey, we have to save the world right now sort of junk they threw in there. But overall I enjoyed it.
It was a fun movie.
Well, I guess you guys have the last of
the duplicates. Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. What did you think, Scott?
Oh man, I like this movie. I liked it better the second time I watched it.
It is one of my favorite movies that came out this year.
Man,
I know Trace were here, he'd be saying the same thing, because he talked about it for half an hour when he finally saw it.
Yeah, I think there's a few things that stick out to me, man. I love the sweet motion vector of the lights when they go into the high school, and it's like a split of the hallways, and the lights just going straight. That's pretty awesome. It's got some good comedy in it. But one of my favorite things is when Earl and... what the hell is the girl's name? Rachel are first meeting each other. And, well, A, that's hilarious. And B, what they do with the frame is hold her off on the left side, and then when they cut to Greg, he's on the left side, so it's like this illusion that they're in the same room but super separated. And then he starts cracking jokes about the pillows, and then next thing you know, she's starting to be on the right side of the frame, and he's starting to be on the right side, so it's like a little bit closer. They're starting to connect a little bit more. There's a lot of smart things in that, and obviously, who doesn't love all the parodies that they do?
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I guess this is like a protege of Marty Scorsese.
The director.
Yeah. I can't remember whose name is some...
Yeah, they never put that crap
Alfonso
on the back of
Gomez, Rayon. But yeah, I absolutely love this the second time.
Yeah, huge fan of this movie. Alright. Taylor, you want to keep going?
Yeah, I can keep going.
Or do you want me to just finish? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, if we just go, like, we can go half at a time and just go like,
Sure.
half the stack through and then half after that. So,
Yeah.
And that'll give us a good split for parts. So, a lot of mine I bought on sale from Family Video. So, I got mine for really cheap. I got the Maze Runner, which personally is probably my favorite of the, like, teenage novel
adult.
adaptations. Yeah. The young adult movies that's come out compared to, God, what else is there that came out?
I don't know.
Hunger Games.
Do you count Fault in Your Stars or Our Stars as one of those teen novels?
Yeah.
I mean, it varies, but I really enjoyed it.
Alcohol.
Alright. God, my face got destroyed on this one. Thank you, Family Video.
Well, you get what you get for.
Yeah. I mean, when you buy it for less than $5, it's fine.
Yeah, you get some good deals when they're selling all those.
Yeah. So I bought the Box Trolls as well, a stop animation film. I really enjoyed it. I believe it was actually nominated for an Oscar in the animated part of it, but
yep.
It's a fun movie. It's another stop animation movie. It's always fun to just see the worlds that they create with stop animation. So, this one was $2. It's the only reason why I bought it. Really not a great movie, but fun to watch Arnold do random action stuff yet. So it's not the greatest thing that he's ever come out with Sabotage, but for the price I got it at, I figured why not. Similar thing with this one. I believe this one I got for $3. So for the money on it, there's enough, and I think The Rock was hilarious in here throughout
Michael
it.
Bay.
Look, Dwayne Johnson was funny in this.
He was.
And that was one of the best things about it was Dwayne Johnson. So, I haven't actually watched this one yet, but it was a $2 pickup from Family Video again. Look.
No, not. I paid $20 for that.
Oh!
And you got it for $2, and it just like kills me inside every time.
Yes.
Because I bought it when it came out.
Hey man, if you love that movie,
no, I think I got it for 15.
If you love that movie, no shame in it. I'm not gonna judge.
No, I didn't like that movie a lot.
I didn't really like it, but I will tell you that Barnes & Noble has a Fault in Our Stars box T-shirt. They do. It's probably outrageous, but if you go Black Friday, you might be able to get a steal on it.
Yeah.
What size are you?
Way too big. They're not going to have my size.
It was a bigger size, dude. I'm telling you.
I would have to at least get a 3.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close, though. It was there. It was...
Hashtag obesity.
I can edit that out.
No, you can keep it in. That's fine. I'm going to tag it on Twitter.
God damn it. So, one of the Hitchcock finds that I got from Barnes & Noble, because it was half price. It was $10, but it was half price, and then I got...
man, it's a steal.
Then I got 10% on top of that, so it was $4.50 for Vertigo here.
This guy.
Wonderful movie. Hitchcock movies are always usually good. There's some random ones he's done throughout time, but Vertigo is a great one to own in any collection.
Awesome. Oh, by the way, I'm borrowing that.
What?
Because I've never seen it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Ugh.
Another great Hitchcock film that was another Barnes & Noble steal, and this one was 50% off, plus I got an extra 20% off on that day from like a 20% off coupon I had, so it was like $3 for this thing.
You take advantage of it. You know how to do it, dude.
Your Barnes & Noble, if you look right, and you've said this before, if you look right, you can find some ridiculous deals there.
Not only that, just signing up for their... you don't have to be a member to sign up for their email list. I don't think.
No, I don't believe so. I believe they'll still send you emails and that.
And it's like, dude, it's like Kohl's. I don't know if there's a Kohl's outside of Wisconsin, but Kohl's is always super expensive, but there's always sales. You gotta find the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's the same with Barnes & Noble.
Christmas time Kohl's is amazing because everything is on sale.
Dude, they're printed tees, man. Yeah. They got some sweet... They have a new Nickelodeon one that I got my eye on. 2 for $10 or 2 for $20.
Wait until like middle of December. It'll be like $10.
Oh, yeah.
Another family video find for under $5 was Noah. I bought it without watching it. I watched it. It was alright. I didn't find it too particularly amazing.
I saw the beginning of it, but...
I did not like it.
You own it?
No.
It was alright. There was nothing spectacular to me. It was nothing great. And honestly, I don't think I've seen Russell Crowe in anything amazing for a couple of years.
I wanted to see the one that he had in Australia. Something about the water or something.
Oh, the Water Diviner?
Yeah.
That's his directorial debut,
right.
I think, as well.
I want to see that, but I don't think it ever hit our theaters, or if it did, it was there for a very short time.
I don't think it did. But it came out on DVD. And all that,
it's out now on video, so you can always try and rent it.
Yeah, I'll have to find it.
I'll just go through a couple more of these and I'll cut it off here. This is an older one back when Barnes & Noble was still having their sale.
The July one?
Yeah.
The first one.
Well, the only time I ever buy these, because otherwise this thing is like $40 normally.
Yeah, definitely.
Just stupid amount. These are really awesome cases and everything though all the time, but I always love everything because you get the whole scanner sort of deal where you have those two, and then on the inside you have the
booklets are awesome.
The book too.
Not only the booklets, but you gotta find the ones with the sweet special features, and that's why listening to other videos on YouTube is helpful, because they're like, oh, you gotta pick this one up, like The Killing, Kubrick's The Killing. It's like you get a sweet booklet, and on top of that you get another featured film. So you get 2 films for the price of 1 plus a sweet booklet. Mm-hmm. And I would have never known that.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's the only time though that I can buy those collection ones is the sales, because otherwise it's terrible.
Yep.
I'll just do these 2 and call it for my first half here. I went out and bought American Sniper. It was $5 on FamilyVideo.com. I haven't watched it yet, and we will not talk about this one.
We gotta talk.
We don't have to talk about it because we've had.
You have to at least give your opinion when you watch it, though.
I will give my opinion when I finally sit down and watch it.
I was hoping you were going to say you're not going to give your opinion, so then I can pull the John Travolta. Well, you gotta have an opinion.
And then we shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for cutting off my first half here, another family video. This one was $4. American Hustle. I actually watched this one. I really enjoyed it. I'm still not a Jennifer Lawrence fan. I just can't get into her. But I do really like Amy Adams, and everybody else in there was great. So
I feel like, and I'm gonna link this, no matter how crazy it sounds. Do you like American Hustle?
I would say yes.
Okay. Because there's slowly this turning on American Hustle now that it's just an okay movie, you know?
It's what happens over time with like everything, though. There's a point in time where somebody just churns on a movie and it creates this whole landslide.
And also, I'm linking it to the Return of the Jedi, because for me as a kid, Return of the Jedi was my favorite because it had so much Yoda in it, and the fight at the end was awesome, and then the reconciliation with his dad and all that good stuff. But I love Return of the Jedi. I still love the movie, and everyone just shits on it.
I think my only problem with Return of the Jedi is I hate Ewoks
Yeah.
with passion.
So like they would never be able to defeat the.
Yeah, I was making that exact argument with someone the other day. It was like, it's not a terrible movie. There's some there's some definitely good parts. It's just like the thought like these tiny little midget bear monsters beat like giant walking. I mean, like beating the stormtroopers is one thing because they're stormtroopers. They're meant to die. But like beating I think it was the AT-AT, like the giant like walking robot that's shooting giant laser beams out of its wherever, like that was just like ridiculous.
It's the Ewoks I have a problem with, but that film does have, for me, my second favorite fight scene in the Star Wars franchise with Darth versus Luke. Like, I love that fight scene and just the whole dynamic that they go through throughout it. I like the Obi-Wan Anakin fight.
It is good, and the music match with it is so great. Except for when they just start like doing this shit where they're like showing off.
Oh,
where it's just like they're spinning their lightsabers. Like, well,
I've talked with people multiple times. Like, if I was in that fight and I saw the other Jedi like start twirling his lightsaber, I would grab mine and just stab him.
Yeah,
that's what I would have done in that.
Well, it's like they're just like
throw it at him, just like done.
But
just got cut in half, Obi.
Enough. Okay, what the
hell? Okay.
4 messages? I'm cutting this out. Okay, that's a long one. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Well, I ended the conversation, so good. But I just don't understand why people just hate. I get it. There's so many uphill battles in all these war movies and everything. There's such. I mean, like, you remember what's that movie with Behind Enemy Lines?
Oh,
that is the worst ending ever when he's like running through like 40 people shooting guns at him. Like, but people still like that movie, you know. But whatever.
That was Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson trying to be a
badass.
Yeah.
The only time Owen Wilson has ever like looked slightly badass, like running through a barrage of bullets that would definitely kill him.
Right.
All right. You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or were you ready?
No, I'm just preparing my Game of Thrones.
I'll cut this off.
I can't believe you bought that.
Here. Yeah. Alright. So I have a DVD in my bunch because this thing was like $6 at Target. Life Itself, the Roger Ebert doc, really awesome. It's really cool, kind of.
I've heard it's a really, really good one.
Well, it's Steve James. He does great documentaries. Hoop Dreams, obviously, everyone knows. But, you know, I just think this movie is freaking awesome. And for, like, a $6 DVD, I didn't see it on Blu-ray, so I didn't even bother looking for it. But it was actually more expensive on their website. They wanted like $20 for it, so I was like, "Oh, gonna take it."
Yeah.
So, Life Itself is good. I thought it was long the first time I watched it because I rented it on iTunes. But the second time I watched it, I was even more. I was into the film a lot more. It's good. It's definitely sad, obviously, because it goes from. It kind of just highlights his life as a whole, but he's still alive in the movie. So, and his jaw thing is really nasty.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's good. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
it's the 10-year anniversary, so this must have been like overstock.
Yeah.
But man, I like this movie. There's a lot of young actors in this. Julia Stiles, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that dude who is that Bernard from the Santa Claus?
Yep.
Yeah, so Bernard from the Santa Claus.
Like David Krumholtz.
Yep.
Yeah. Heath Ledger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's funny. It's hilarious. So I enjoy it. And it's kind of a nice knockoff version of Shakespeare play. So that's sweet. Wreck-It Ralph. That's Baby at a pawn shop for very, very cheap. It was less than $10. And I think I got, what did I get? It's just a Blu-ray, but who really needs a DVD, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got it was the first time I watched it. It was a impulse buy, because when I see a Disney movie that's that cheap, I gotta buy it anyway. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. Definitely unique, and it had a pretty sweet twist at the end. But yeah, did you guys like this one?
Didn't see it.
I love that one.
Yeah, I said okay, but I mean I watched it once. Okay, I watched it once, and it was. I mean, I was in the mood for it, and the bouncing around different games is funny, and the characters are sweet. But I'll probably have to watch it again, and I'll probably enjoy it a little bit more the second time. So with that find, the Wreck-It Ralph find, I found the artist for like $1 at the same place. Never watched it before, watched it, and I knew that it was a silent film, but my favorite part in there is when he starts hearing noise, like sound. That part was pretty sweet. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit, and it kind of goes along with. I'm trying to remember what the movie. It might be Singing in the Rain, where the there's an actress that's really good in the silent films, but when everything starts turning to sound, she's got a horrid voice, and they try to make her. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of that movie, if that was Singing in the Rain. I think it was. This one, The Wind Rises, Miyazaki's latest movie, which he said in the documentary, I don't know, it was a documentary about Studio Ghibli, that this was the only movie of his that he's actually cried during. So, and then after that he followed up with, that's embarrassing, but Japanese are weird. In a good way. But yeah, this movie is about this dude who engineers airplanes, and then it's for the Japanese army, and it's actually really interesting. The greatest part about this is Werner Herzog has a cameo in this. He actually voices one of the people, and this is all pre-World War II. So he's making these planes without the knowledge of war, but it's actually really interesting, and it's just like all his films. Like, you just have to stop and pause and just think to yourself, man, this dude draws all of this. It's an awesome story. It's actually a sad story too, so it's something a little different.
So I forgot that I also got this movie.
Oh, Shrek.
Did
you get it for the $10?
Yeah, but we had it at Walmart at the time, so I got it for my 10% off as well.
Oh, because here's the thing. So I got Shrek. I just like the sweet. I'm not a big slipcover guy, but that slipcover's bomb.
It is nice looking.
So, oh shit, just broke it. So it came with a slipcover. Okay, it was $10, and it came with $9 towards admission to see the Peanuts movie or Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm not going to waste my time with Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm going to go see the Peanuts movie if it works, because we've had issues with Fandango, right?
Yeah, Fandango is iffy.
So hopefully it works, because then this movie would end up being $1.
I think they work now because I bought my tickets to Star Wars on Fandango.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, if you type in the rewards, it might not work for
might not.
The
I don't
participating
know.
theater.
People have had it work, and people have had it not. I've had it not work.
Okay, because my brother has had it not work, but it's sweet. It's got Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy for $10.
Yeah.
Could be $1, which is just a steal. So that I may as well just. I'm gonna grab one more here quick. I'll throw the other one back here. Going with the same one as I got How to Train Your Dragon, and this slipcover is pretty sweet too. I like the blue. It's all scratched up, but I don't really care.
It's a cover.
Yeah. This movie was really awesome, and even better is that Allie liked it a lot, so it made it even more enjoyable to watch. But yeah, awesome movie, and this is usually like $20 Best Buy price, so it might be like $15 at Walmart, but and this was $10 as well.
I know we had it for $10. I know we don't have the Blu-ray anymore. At all.
But the slipcover is sweet.
Because Walmart hates Blu-rays.
I ripped that off. It's great. Oh, I know. This is plastic. All right, so then I went to Target to get this this 2-pack. I really just wanted the Squid and the Whale, but this was literally $5 new, and it has 2 movies: Squid and the Whale and Running with Scissors. Didn't watch Running with Scissors yet. Don't really care if I watch it or not because I wanted Squid and the Whale. And this is Noah Baumbach. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him.
I feel like I have.
He's sort of he did Francis Ha, and there's that new Ben Stiller movie that came out.
Well, we're young.
Yeah. And then...
in yours? No, because it was DVD.
And Trace has it.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So, yeah, I got the Squid and the Whale is a really good movie. Dude, this... So I talked about a protege before, the director of Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. This guy is a protege of Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
So his movies are, that quirky kind of humor and characters and stuff. So it's funny. It's about it's funny. It's about divorce, but it's awesome because they have like a tennis pro in there that works at a tennis club, which is awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, Squid and the Whale is pretty sweet. That's my half.
Okay.
Damon's freaking. But even look at how big the stack is of just the combined.
Just the combined.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start with my my TV shows.
All right.
First, I got the second season of Game of Thrones Steelbook with a magnetic little medallion for the Lannisters.
They always pay their debts.
They always pay their debts. So there, that is Game of Thrones season 2. It was relatively expensive, but I ad matched it to Best Buy, so I got like $10 off. I don't remember. I think it still was like $30, but for a Blu-ray season of an HBO show, that is actually fairly cheap.
Yeah.
They charge so much for everything.
Black Friday alert. They're like at Walmart. I saw they were gonna be like $20.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have the DVDs for 10. So an entire season of like the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones will be on sale for $10.
Yeah.
So that's pretty insane. And then I have Better Call Saul, the Breaking Bad prequel. I like the show a lot. Game of Thrones is not Game of Thrones. Breaking Bad is one of the best shows I've ever watched, and this is kind of picking up where it left off in greatness. Just awesome storylines, great acting. Funny because it has like the one comedic character from Breaking Bad as the main character. So, but he also pulls off some great drama too. And then for the nerd people in the world, I have the 8th season of Doctor Who on Blu-ray. These things are crazy expensive. I think when it first came out, it was $80.
What?
Yeah.
How many episodes are in a season?
13?
Yeah, no, it's...
What?
Insanely expensive.
Why? Because it's BBC?
Yeah, because it's BBC. It's an
know.
insanely popular BBC show.
Yeah, I don't know why Doctor Who is so expensive because you can get the other BBC shows for reasonable prices.
Yeah, it's just because it's so incredibly popular. But
Those TV shows.
I ended up getting it for like $40 or something.
Sorry,
Yeah,
distracted.
I ended up getting it for like half off, so I was pretty
that's
excited
good.
about it. And now I have the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Blu-ray. I got kind of forced into buying this.
Why? How?
I will explain that in a second.
Ah.
I joined. When I bought Tomorrowland, they had and Aladdin. They have a promotion inside for if you join the Disney Movie Club, you get like 4 movies for $1 each. No, 4 movies for $1 in total. So I joined it, and I got 4 movies for $1, and then I got a couple extra ones that were like $10.
Yeah, they go through those bases. Like you can do the first one's the cheapest one, and then you add for the 10, and then if you want to do 4 or 2 more, it's like 20 something.
Yeah, so it ended up like I got 6 movies for $27, and I was super pumped. And then Taylor told me that he was pretty sure they had like a fine print thing where you like had to buy a certain amount of movies.
Yeah,
and they do. And I didn't know that when I signed up.
And you got to make sure you check your email, or else
they'll have to
just send it to you.
Yeah, they'll just they'll bill me a random $30 Blu-ray, which is just insane. Even for like older movies, their base pay is $30 for a Blu-ray. So I went with a TV show instead because I was like, at least then I feel like I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah. Well, you only have to fill out a certain amount of.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the yearly thing is, but you have to buy like 4. It's
time. 5 and 2 years. I have a 24-month contract or whatever with them. So I think I've already have 2.
So then all you have to do is the 3 more, and then you can cancel.
And I'm just gonna get TV shows because again, they're like $40 or $50, and I'm like, I actually feel like that is where they should be. Like I don't feel like I'm getting that much ripped off.
Mm-hmm.
Where like $30 for a 20-year-old movie on Blu-ray is just insane. I can't even handle it. But one of the movies, I'll skip right to it, that I got was Remember the Titans on Blu-ray. I had it on DVD, but I ended up giving it to my mom because she stole it anyway half the time.
Y'all want a victory?
Great movie. One of my top 50. If you want to go ahead and watch those videos.
Oh, nice, Damon.
Yeah.
Top 50.
Top
They'll be up next year.
We'll finally be done with it. We'll be 30. That'll be fine. Then I got Southpaw on Steelbook. Not a great movie, but Jake Gyllenhaal pulls out like one of the best performances I've ever seen from him. He does a great Eminem impression throughout the entire movie because the role was actually written with Eminem in mind, and they like offered Eminem the role in the movie, and it was during like his like depression phase where his best friend died and he was like not leaving his house, so he said no, and then they ended up giving it to Jake Gyllenhaal. So he just like he pulls off this amazing like he sounds like Eminem, he looks like Eminem, he acts like Eminem, like it is insane. And I just was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like, if it was like a good story, it would be so much better. But it wasn't, because Kurt Sutter wrote it, and he's terrible.
But he still has a job.
He barely.
You write a feature film, man.
Yeah, that's true. But he also wrote a TV show that ended after 1 season because everyone hated it.
Dude, why didn't you get the... Sorry, I'm jumping. Go ahead. Do your thing, and then I'll...
Which one are you talking about?
The first one.
Okay. Trainwreck? Trainwreck! What?
Dude, they have a t-shirt that's attached to that.
Because of course it's not going to be my size, so I didn't even bother.
Yeah. Well, you could hang it up. It'd be still
I could,
sweet.
yeah. I didn't care that much. Like, I like this movie a lot.
All it does is say Trainwreck on it.
It's not like a
title.
super awesome t-shirt.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really like this movie. I really like Amy Schumer. Bill Hader is hilarious. And of course, it's a Judd Apatow movie, so all of the side characters are like 10 times funnier than the actual main characters.
I just don't think Judd Apatow is that funny. I don't think his stuff is that funny.
I don't know. There are some of them that are just like, they're okay, but I feel like Trainwreck is one of them that is actually really good. Alright. So next I have the Steelbook of Chinatown.
You got that from Half Price?
Best Buy.
Oh.
They had it for $10.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, dude, I love Chinatown.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Really good movie, yeah.
From like that 70s era, the decade under the influence.
Yep. A neo-noir movie. Actually, I don't know if it's a neo-noir or just noir.
Ooh, that one would be just noir.
Yeah. Good movie, though. Jack Nicholson, awesome.
You already put that in.
No, he did.
Yeah.
I finally pulled the trigger on it. After watching it sit there for like several months, I was like, you know what, I'm finally going to buy this. And I did. And I don't really have anything else to say about it. I haven't even opened it yet.
Okay.
There's nothing impressive on the inside.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add that Taylor already said.
Is Death Proof Tarantino's worst movie?
No. I don't think it's his worst.
What is?
I would say either Jackie Brown. I really didn't like Jackie Brown.
What?
Or Kill Bill 2.
You didn't like Kill Bill 2?
I didn't like it as much as Kill Bill 1.
Wow. Dude, I liked Death Proof.
Yeah. I thought it was...
But I feel like...
I haven't watched it since... I'm pretty sure we saw it in theater.
That Tarantino take is it's too much, man. Like, it is... the first part is awesome, and then like the girls in the next part,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, what?
I haven't. I probably need to rewatch it, but I hate rewatching movies.
What?
I love. I just want to watch new movies. I don't want to watch like the same movie over and over again.
So then, why do you buy all these?
Collection.
Oh, okay. But anyways, I don't know, dude. What do you think?
As far as if it's his worst movie,
And
I
worse
don't
is
know.
like, I mean,
It's not even saying it's a bad movie.
I
No.
haven't watched all of his films. Like, I haven't seen Jackie Brown, so I couldn't say for sure.
I
if
love
it's-
Jackie Brown.
I couldn't say for sure if it's
There's
the worst movie.
a really large mix of people who like. Some people just really don't like Jackie Brown, and some people love Jackie.
I don't know how they can't like that. Jackie Brown is awesome, and it's adapted too. It's like not even his original work, which to me makes it a little bit more unique.
I feel like even his original works are really his original works. Like he because there was a movie about Django before Django Unchained came out.
Well, he's inspired, but he's also been quoted by saying if you're not stealing, it's not original. If you haven't stole, it's not original, which is true. I mean, some people just come flat out and say, I pretty much stole this.
Yeah.
There was a guy who I was just listening to something about Kubrick, and they had a guy. I'm trying to remember who it was, but he just said, "Yeah, I pretty much, you could say I just stole from him, or whatever." I can't remember who the director was that said it, but some people are flat out open about it, and some people will deny it. But everyone borrows from everyone. It's just can you use it right,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you use Django the right way.
Oh, definitely.
But sorry, go on.
All right. So we're done talking about Tarantino.
For the time being,
I don't think I have any more, so it's not like it's
okay.
going to be brought up. Another one of my Disney Movie Club movies was The Incredibles. This was like awesome. 2-disc Blu-ray, and it comes with a DVD and a digital copy. So 4 discs, apparently. Oh, the digital copy's a disc.
Oh yeah.
It's a good movie. Probably not one of my favorites. I know a lot of people do love it.
I love it. The music's awesome. And it's hilarious. Brace yourself!
It is.
Like Holly Hunter's voice, I don't really like it that
No, I
much.
hate Holly Hunter's voice.
But dude, in this, like I don't know, I love Holly Hunter in that movie. And the piano. If you ever watch the piano, I think she's deaf in that movie, so she can't talk. Yes, deaf people sometimes can't talk.
Whoa.
Well, I'm just saying it for the people who are thinking, "Who is this guy, idiot?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I lied. I have another Tarantino movie. Reservoir Dogs. I think I got this for $5 at Walmart. This is probably my number 3 favorite Tarantino movie.
Dude, I have all of his stuff on DVD, and I have so many DVDs that sometimes I just don't want to go back and buy them again because I think
Definitely.
especially because I bought the.
Unless it's like a good deal. Like,
yeah, for
like
sure.
I have Reservoir Dogs on DVD, but $5 for the Blu-ray.
Well, dude, I love Gravity, and there's a Diamond Lux edition of that I will definitely spend the extra money on it just because I love that movie so much. But I don't know. It's like I bought the new or the old Star Wars movies on Blu-ray, and I wish I took it back because they added all that extra CG and those extra monsters in there. It's like it's just so stupid. It's not Star Wars. It's like when E.T. came out and they redid it all with E.T. being CG. It's horrible, but whatever. I mean, I just watch it on
VHS.
VHS. Yeah, that'd be it. That's the only other version, unless there's HD DVD. But whatever.
Oh God, HD DVD.
But I'd rather watch it on VHS, the Star Wars on VHS than Blu-ray because it was not fun.
All right, I'm gonna power through the rest of these real quick.
Do it.
Okay. Ice Age.
Yeah, I wish I would have picked that one up too.
It's a good movie. Nothing spectacular, but
What do you mean? I love that movie. That movie's great. Do you like Ice Age?
I do enjoy Ice Age.
I mean,
think
I'll
it's good.
watch it. I'll stop and
I
watch
just said
it.
I liked Ice Age, but that's.
You said it was okay.
Yeah, doesn't mean I don't like it.
I know. It just sounded like an
It's
okay.
just- It's a Damon reaction to movies.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Ice Age. If you're talking,
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I just don't like. I hold animated movies in a higher sphere, and I blame Disney.
dude, Ice Age is timeless for me. You don't see it that way?
No.
Wow, man.
And it might have been just like the
I was
the
just
sequels. Really
I'm not even lying to you. I was quoting that movie tonight. Like, I was at tennis and talking with the girls at tennis about Ice Age and like just loving it. It was hilarious. I love that movie. The other one's not so much. Actually, the other one's not at all.
Yeah, it was,
that one, Ice Age. Is
they might have like turned
Ice Age is great. It's such a great mess. Like, Manny finds a new family. It's great. He gets over it. It's awesome. And Sid the Sloth's hilarious.
I do love Dennis Leary, just in general.
Yeah, Dennis Leary's good. Yeah.
All right, next one, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think it was another $5 find at the mart. Not a, I mean it's solid.
Not, good action.
Not
good action.
Yeah. Nothing like super awesome about it, but it's solid.
No, go top. Go top. No, go top. Go top. Go to the top.
Okay.
I have something to say.
It took me an insanely long time to buy this movie. I watched it go down from like $20 until it finally got to the $7.88 Blu-ray bin. That's when I finally bought it. Because I was like, I like the movie. I like most of the acting in the movie, except for a certain someone on the front.
Dude, come on, Shia! This guy's killing me over here. I love Shia LaBeouf.
In this movie?
Dude, Fury, like, I loved him.
Oh yeah, Fury, he did fine. Yeah,
I didn't think he was that bad. It's just Shia, dude. He's just like kind of the same dude.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. I just didn't want to pay the money to buy it until it got a little lower.
I kind of put those two in the same. Like, I will never buy either of those two movies, just based on the fact that A, they're always on TV, and B, it's just. Nothing stands out to me. You know, the biggest thing I remember is Tom Hardy dancing on the ice at the end. And that's about it.
The only thing, the main thing I remember is Tom Hardy's accent. Because I always like...
I
remember he has that like ruffled...
Yeah, because of his
southern voice.
Oh, yeah.
Just like...
That part was okay.
This is an incredibly British man, just like pulling off like better American accents than most American actors.
I think the only thing that could bring me back to Lawless, and that's... I would rather watch like... Hatfields and McCoys rather than Lawless. And I know it's a different time, but it's like I feel like that setting and then, you know, the accents and all that, I would just rather go back to that instead of Lawless because it didn't do anything spectacular for me. But that's what I wanted to say. Both movies that I think I enjoyed when I watched them. I think I only watched each of them once, except for Mr. and Mrs. Smith because FX overplays that like a mother. Go on, sorry.
I don't know if I've talked about this one yet or not. I know Taylor did.
I don't think so.
Well, I believe I talked about it actually on our actual Real Frame of Mind.
Yes,
Real Frame of Mind.
This is true. Okay. I'm not going to talk about it a lot more. I just really like the movie. The use of real songs in it was what hooked me.
Real songs? What does that mean?
Like, they use, like, the characters, they didn't make, like, write their own songs for the movie. Like, there's a point where I think they sing, Bismarck's,
that's why you liked Happy Feet so much too. Probably.
Yeah, I did like Happy Feet because of that reason.
I could see the link then.
Oh God, Happy Feet. All right. Anyway, Cloverland or Cloverfield. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Good job.
I'm keeping that in.
I've been up way too long.
Cloverland. I want to see that.
Cloverfield. A solid found footage movie. Written by Drew Goddard, so that's cool.
Yeah, I figured that's why you got it. I figured
I just really liked the movie. It was a entertaining movie.
Side note: did you like The Martian? Did you see The Martian?
Yeah, I really liked The Martian.
I didn't think so. You didn't like, dude. Like
there was parts that bothered me, but I still I got over it.
Like the whole fact that I mean, it was fun. Like I liked how Goddard adapted it.
Yeah.
I just thought you could take a different twist on it. Like, you know. Sorry, tangent. I might delete it, but whatever. I just had to say it, dude. The Martian. Why didn't they focus more on like going back to get him? You know, because the whole time, Jeff Daniels is sort of like villain-esque, you know, like he's sort of like, hey, is this guy worth going back to risk all these lives to go back for one? I wish there was more peril. It was so predictable, so predictable. And like when they're talking, well, we're gonna get court-martialed for this. Me and Ramirez or whatever his name is, we're military. We're gonna get court-martialed for this. See, no repercussions. You don't hear anything about it. Like, look, dude.
And I think it was just because it was so
funny.
heavily televised that they didn't do anything. But
It was somewhat funny, but I know it's just,
Matt Damon killed it.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you could change things through the adaptation, and like there was something I wish he would have done a little bit more. Same with Maleficent, man. Like they should have.
Oh God,
dude, how much better would Maleficent have been if? Have you guys seen that movie?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay. Well, she cast a spell that says, you know, when she's 16, she's gonna prick her finger, but she also in the movie says that nothing can undo that spell. So how sweet would it have been if Maleficent, instead of befriending her in the new one, spoiler alert, how sweet would it have been if the twist in that movie was Maleficent herself, ended up being the thing that, because she said nothing can undo the spell. What if it was her? She was that thing that wouldn't be able to undo it. So like she's trying to save her from it, but actually it's her spell that's kind of twisting her mind. It's confusing, but I think it would have worked a lot better than her being friends with it. You know, give me a break.
Trying to make a hero out of a villain,
right? But I mean, you could still do it, but just make it more tragic.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
And then at the end have her, you know, die for the love of Aurora instead of, you know, that being like
right after John Copley,
right?
Which is okay. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Coen Brother movie. I really, really enjoy the Coen Brother movies. This one was not my favorite, but I definitely like it a lot.
Was it an impulse buy? Did you watch it before?
Yeah, I watched it. At my dad's house. I actually bought it online.
Why'd you buy it online?
Because I couldn't find it in the store.
I thought you just said it wasn't.
It's not my favorite. I still really like it.
I'm reading you all wrong tonight, Damon. I'm reading you all wrong. Is this how he always is?
You're trying to jump all over it.
No, I mean, when someone comes with that kind of like, not my favorite like I'm thinking like, okay, it's disappointing to you.
No, I still like it. It's just I like other Coen Brother movies better.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Okay. A Few Good Men. Just a well-made movie. Good acting from most of the people.
It's another one of those judge and jury movies that are really fun to watch. I don't know.
And then one of my movies I bought in remembrance of Robin Williams, Dead Poets Society, which I think I got for fairly cheap.